Hey guys, I'm Anthony and welcome to my Life on Wheels. Today guys, I'm going to be answering some of your questions. I asked that you send me some questions and you guys sent me a whole lot of questions. I'm not going to be able to answer all of the questions because that would make for a very long video, but I'm going to do my best to answer as many as possible. So let's start off with the porta pot. I do not have a porta pot in the van as of now. I've not had a need to have one. Not once since I've been in the van for about 8 months now have I gotten up in the middle of the night to have to do the number 2. It's always just to take a pee. So I do not have a porta pot in the van, and as of now have no plans on getting one. Next, let's talk about the heat. What am I doing for heat during the cold weather? I do not have a heating source yet. I have not bought anything like a Mr. Heater. I do plan on buying the smaller version of the Mr. Heater, the one that actually sits on top of the propane canister as opposed to the unit itself. It's a very small space back there. I don't need a big unit to heat up that area. And another reason is because of the space. I can sit the smaller one that sits on top of the propane on top of my dresser, and it will heat up the van just fine. So that's coming soon. Now let's get into some individual questions. I'm going to start with Beauty by Jazz. She had a few questions. Am I dating? I am not dating anyone as of now. What's my bedtime? I work second shift, so I get off at 11 o'clock and I'm usually at the parking lot around 11:30. I generally will stay up for about a half an hour and then I'm usually in bed and sleep by midnight. Have I had any weird experiences living in a van? The only one weird experience I had was the creepy guy banging on my van at 4 o'clock in the morning. I have a video all about that, so you can check that video out. I think it's called Creepy Man Banging on a Van 4 a.m. in the morning. If I had a choice or was given a house or an apartment for free, would I still live the van life? Absolutely not. I would take the house and or apartment simply because it's free. Why wouldn't you take it when it's free? What made me stop doing Uber? I went back to my old job this year, May the 1st, and I stopped doing Uber when I did that. Okay, I just now watched my story video, and are you finished paying the debt from the relative? I am finished paying that. It took me about 5 years to the tune of $30,000. I finished that, I think, sometime last year. Okay, let's get into some other questions here. Indirect Knowledge asks 2 questions. Am I saving a lot of money living in a van? And if I lost my job today, what would be my plan? I'm going to make a separate video talking about the saving money because I want to elaborate on that. So stay tuned for that, Indirect Knowledge. And if I lost my job today, that depends on how I lose my job. If I get fired, then I have enough money to take care of myself until I find another job. Now, if my plant shut down, which is a possibility next year, if you've been keeping up with me, that and a severance and unemployment and all of that is involved, then I have a different plan, which I will talk about in another video as well. So stay tuned for the more elaboration on both of those topics. Okay, let's see. Bree T and Boo Boo Family Adventures asks, love your cooking videos and taste videos. Can I see more food choices and opinions of food around town? Oh, excuse me. Okay, Bree, I am actually not the around town type of van dweller. Most of my videos, the majority of my videos are of me in and around the van. I'm kind of not comfortable yet with having the video camera out in public and talking to a camera and walking outside and all of that kind of stuff, or even outside. The IKEA video was a rare occasion of me doing that, and hopefully I will become more comfortable with filming outside in public and can make a couple more videos in and around town. Silverman asks, Did I get my car engine resolved? Was it water coming from the radiator? It was a leak in the coolant system. The coolant wasn't reaching the engine and going through all the parts that it was supposed to go through. And the way that the coolant was escaping, according to the mechanics, was through the radiator. It was a cracked radiator, hence my buying a new radiator. No Pro Go Pronto are the wooden clothing units from IKEA. They are actually from Walmart. They are just 2 wooden carts that I flipped upright and took a couple of the slacks off so that I can have access to the clothes. Next year I'm going to either replace those or I'm going to take them out and paint them. They're the only thing in the van that doesn't look like a piece of furniture, so to speak, like my dresser, my ottoman, and I want to blend it in more with the decor of the van. Rob MM asks, do I miss having my own bathroom? Not in particular, because I'm always someplace where there is a bathroom, especially during the week where there's a library, the gym, and or at work. So I'm not one of those people who don't use public bathrooms or feel kind of funny about using public bathrooms. I have no problem using public bathrooms unless they are, you know, not clean, then I have a problem. TTKK asks, who's the turtle? What's the history? Why are the cats upside downwards? Okay, the turtle I bought on vacation last year when I went on a cruise with my friends to Grand Turk Island. I saw it, I liked it, and a lot of my friends thought I was buying it for someone else, but I was buying it for myself. The cats are upside down was because I actually did not know that they were cats when I bought that blanket from the thrift store. I bought that blanket because I like the color of it, the pattern of it and everything, or the color I should say, and I thought it fit well with the decor of the van. Now, I wouldn't intentionally, if I'd known that it was cats, put the blanket up there upside downwards. I did not know that it was cats until I was actually filming my tour video that I just now put out. So, I like cats, but not like that. Alright, let's see. Miss Salima asks, how does my family and friends feel about my living in a van? Okay, it's been about 2.5 years now since this whole van idea was brought to the attention of my family and my friends. I think the initial reaction from mostly everybody was confusion. I think they were confused about when I lost my house, how come I didn't go into an apartment? And I think that was the general feeling of everybody. They wanted to know, okay, why would you choose to go live in a van as opposed to an apartment? And then it was followed by a number of questions, you know, how would I do this? What about this? What about that? And all of the same questions that a lot of you guys will ask of a van dweller. And 2.5 years later now, it's not even a big deal. Nobody even talks about it unless I mention something about it. The one thing that I did try to do throughout this whole transition was to make sure that my family and my friends know that I am okay, and that if ever I'm not okay living in this van life, that I would change the situation. And I think because I reassure them that, look, I'm okay, there's nothing wrong, I'm doing well, I think everybody will be okay with it. So everybody's good with it now, even though I know that everybody preferred that I would move into an apartment. Let's see, what else do we have here? Sylvia Hubbard asks, why the Reflectix on the roof? Sylvia, I'll put that on the roof during the summertime to help direct some of the heat from coming inside the van through the roof. It kind of reflects the heat from coming inside the roof. I did make a whole video of my installing it and making the panel if you want to check that video out. As I also made a review video afterwards that you can also check out. It helped a lot because prior to my putting up on the roof, I was sweating when I was in the van, but after I put it on, I found that it was more manageable to be inside of the van, so it really did help. I think that's going to do it for now. Let's see. Alright, I have two thank yous before I end this video, and the first one is to Houseless on Wheels. I want to thank you for giving me a shout out on your live stream. I appreciate it. Good looking out. And also to Pam, who brought to my attention that when someone goes onto my page, my channel, that it has no videos, no content for this channel. Pam, thank you. I did go and fix that, and now if anyone goes on my channel, they will see my videos right away. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this question and answer session. As always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a few days.